What's up, Team Unaltered? Zach Munoz here. Today's topic is belly fat. How to get rid of that stubborn belt of fat that wraps around our midsection and covers our precious abs. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the untold truth about getting rid of stomach fat and ultimately the top 3 tips to get rid of belly fat so that you can finally uncover those abs, get the confidence that you deserve whenever you take your shirt off, right? Regardless if you're going to the beach, sitting by the pool, or just walking around your house naked. So make sure that you stay tuned until the end of this video so that you can learn how to shed off that stubborn abdominal fat. So first things first, guys, fitness influencers and online blog articles won't tell you this, but the truth is you cannot target specific areas of fat on your body. I'm gonna say this one more time. You cannot target specific areas of fat on your body. And we're gonna prove this now by looking at a study that was published by the NCBI, National Center for Biotechnology Information, where they took a group of 24 adults. And the aim of this study was to investigate the effects of abdominal exercises on abdominal fat. So they had 14 men and 10 women between the ages of 18 and 40 years old, and they randomly split them up into 2 groups. There was the control group that was prescribed nothing at all, and then there was an abdominal exercise group that was prescribed 7 ab exercises for a period of 6 weeks. After the 6th week, they analyzed both the ab fat and the overall body composition of both groups. What they found is that the group that did the ab exercises had absolutely no change in either abdominal fat or body composition. So not only were they not able to lose belly fat, but they had no visual aesthetic difference of appearance in their body when they took their shirt off. So it is very clear to see that it is not possible to target specific areas. This is just one study out of several that show the relationship between ab exercises and belly fat. And I see this all the time, right? People come to the gym, they lay down their gym mat, you see them doing hundreds of sit-ups and crunches, they go around to the weighted ab machines, they sit in the sauna for 30 minutes after their exercise. It doesn't work, guys. If you have a busy schedule like me, you need to be efficient with your time. So you're much better off doing some weight training, going to the cardio machines so that you can really get your heart rate working, burn more calories, and maximize your overall fat loss results, which leads to tip number 1 of how to get rid of belly fat, which comes down to HIIT training. Now, I have a separate video that dives deeper into this topic, so I'm not gonna go too in depth about it, but the bottom line is that HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. It is time efficient, it burns more calories than any other form of cardio, and quite frankly, it is less boring than other traditional forms of cardio like treadmill and elliptical. And we're gonna see this now looking at a study that was published by the National Institute of Diabetes that took a group of 20 adults and split them up into 3 groups. The first group did 30 minutes of a light jog. The second group did 6 exercises of 3 sets each of weight training. And then the last group did 10 rounds of 60-second high-intensity runs with 60 seconds of rest in between each round. What they found was that the last group, the group that did the HIIT cardio, burned nearly double the amount of calories and had a longer EPOC effect. EPOC stands for excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, and that simply means that they were able to burn more calories after the exercise session was complete than the other 2 groups that did the different forms of cardio. So the bottom line here is that HIIT cardio is way more effective for burning more calories in a shorter period of time. Moving on to tip number 2, we're talking about weight training. Weight training builds more lean muscle. Muscle burns more calories than fat, and ultimately muscle helps us to shape and tone our body. You do not want to lose weight and look flat and flabby, right? You want to have the nice curves, the nice back, arms, glutes. You want to have a nice overall body composition. And we're going to prove that now with a study that was documented by the NCBI that showed that 16 weeks of resistance training was able to help subjects lose up to 27 pounds. So even though HIIT cardio is more effective for calorie burning, weight training is still an extremely powerful tool for building lean muscle and for helping us to burn calories and lose weight. So my personal recommendation is that for optimal results, incorporate both forms of exercise, HIIT cardio and weight training in your daily exercise regimen. Moving on to the last tip, and probably the most important tip of them all, we're talking about calorie deficit. If you're eating more calories than what you are burning, you're going to gain weight. You have to be in a caloric deficit, guys. You need to be burning more calories on a daily and weekly basis than what you are consuming through food. Now, if you don't know how many calories you should be eating, check out our free nutrition calculator. We'll leave the link somewhere below in this video, but you'll input your weight, age, gender, and activity level, and it'll automatically calculate how many calories you should be eating on a daily basis to lose an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week. But I'm gonna further provide you with some dietary guidelines while you're trying to achieve this caloric deficit so you can make the right choices. So number 1, stick to complex carbohydrates. So things like sweet potato, rice, oats, quinoa. Stick to lean sources of protein. Number 2, so chicken breast, lean ground beef, ground turkey, egg whites. And last but not least, stay away from the soft drinks. Soft drinks are loaded with sugar and calories, right? So the sodas, the sweet teas, only drink water. Not only is water involved in every metabolic process in our body, but it is extremely powerful and underutilized tool for overall weight loss. So I recommend drinking at least 64 ounces of water per day, which is 8 full glasses of water for optimal weight loss results. Now, these 3 tips, guys, are extremely crucial for overall weight loss. You cannot target fat in specific areas, but by incorporating these 3 tips and focusing on overall fat loss, you'll be well on your way to getting rid of that stubborn belly fat. So thank you so much for watching. We always try to provide as much free educational content as possible to help you balance your personal work life and your fitness life. So please make sure that you turn notifications on for this channel so that you never miss one of our future videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below or shoot us a direct message. Thank you again. Team Unaltered, out.